All right, everybody, thank you for being here. We have the Economic Development Subcommittee for Tuesday, September 9th. I'm calling the meeting to order at 10:46. All right, we need an approval of the agenda. Need to move to seconder. Warden Clark, Councillor Rawson, all those in favor? Carried, thank you. Does anybody have any disclosures of pecuniary interests? Okay, barring none, no presentations and delegations. So matters for consideration, we have item 7.1 EDS 2025-222 Manufacturing Sector Initiatives Update. It's been provided for everyone. If they have any questions, concerns, ideas, thoughts, Councillor Hamlin.
Yes, thank you, Chair. That's a very thorough report. I'm just wondering if there's even one or two things that staff would like to highlight for us out of all that. Thank you.
Thank you through you, Chair Fowler, to Councillor Hamlin and the committee. I think the one thing that we want to highlight is that there is some funding opportunities available to support our key sectors that are impacted by the tariffs, and that we are identifying them, and we are working towards putting together funding applications for projects to support these sectors through these turbulent times. That's something I want to highlight. Thank you.
Can I have a follow-up, Chair? Yeah, through you. Will you be making this information known to all our local municipalities so they can get it out to the business community? Thank you.
Thank you through you, Chair Fowler, to Councillor Hamlin. We do provide weekly updates to our partner municipalities where we keep them informed of all our key activities and provide them specifically with communications that they can share directly with industry and key partners in the community to support economic development. Thank you.
That's awesome. Thank you.
Warden Clark.
Thank you, Chair. Maybe through you. The Rural Ontario Development Program, can municipalities apply directly for that, or would that be something that would come through the flow through the county?
Thank you through Chair Fowler to Warden Clark. So the county can apply, and local municipalities are also eligible to apply if they meet certain population thresholds, and the municipalities across Simcoe County are eligible.
Perfect. Thank you.
All right. Any more questions? Okay. Barring none, I need to move over to seconder to accept the report, please. All right, Councillor Rawson, seconded by Councillor Cox. All those in favor? Thank you. On to item 7.2 EDS 2025-217 Tourism Stakeholder Relations Update. If there's anything anybody wishes to address with this report or ask about, now will be the time. Councillor Cox.
I was just wondering if you could highlight anything that you think is important for us or we need to take back to our townships. Thank you.
Thank you through you, Chair, to Councillor Cox. Yeah, we were trying to highlight the close relationships that we're trying to create with our stakeholders and our partners, and how, you know, by working directly with them one-on-one, that we really can move the needle forward with visitations in Simcoe County. So, you know, strategically, we are working towards some really, really important initiatives, one being made in Simcoe County. So the initiative and the strategy is everything made in Simcoe County, and we have it right here, and we should be promoting it locally as well as afar. So that's a big initiative which includes many, many stakeholders. And Made in Simcoe County, of course, started with Economic Development Department and manufacturing, and now we took it on more sort of with food and local items and craft beverage, but now we're expanding it and expanding the program. It's the fellow that makes leather belts in Elmvale and like really cool stuff. So we working very closely with a lot of stakeholders in the Made in Simcoe County initiative. as well as the craft beverage initiative, which again would fall in under Made in Simcoe County. And I think the thing that's important about this is that there is a process to experience development. And it's not just creating a digital campaign to talk about come here, you know, this is a great place to be. There's about a process that we need to go through, and we need to market it. We need to market it through research to the right people. And we need to have the stakeholders and the partners on board working with us side by side. And what's been learned with experience development is that when you provide more of an experience, the visitor will actually pay for it. You know, it's not about come here for something that's discounted. Come here to see the white, we did like a white glove tour of behind the scenes of a museum as example. So I think the important part of the whole report is how we're trying to show that we're working closer and closer with the businesses and within Simcoe County.
Just supplemental. So the Made in Simcoe County. So when you say you're working with your shareholders and stakeholders, in our township, we have an economic development officer, but we have no tourism to say, and we have a BIA. But so how would you find out things that are happening in Severn or any other smaller municipality, or is that something we need to bring forward? Like, here's an example. We had a lady in Coldwater, and she owned Back in Time store, and she did pottery classes, but because she only had a little space at the back, it wasn't big. She rented a new one, and it's called The Studio, and it's to promote arts and culture. So now there's more of us taking the pottery classes. She's bringing in artisans. She's renting her space out to artisans and anybody who wants to use it. And I didn't know if that was some type of a one to be looking at for the future, because I do realize, and I think I'm right, but I hear a lot about culture and art are big now. People want to go see those things. Because, I mean, no offense, we sit in this built storefront, and it's a constant people at the window looking in and wanting to know what's going on and coming in. And I think that it's a sort of a growing trend. I don't know if it's the lack of the economy or what it is, but people are going back to things that they never did before. I was just curious on that, because I don't know if you find how you find these out if you don't have contacts, and like I'm sure I don't know what Penetanguishene has or Collingwood, but I'm assuming some of the bigger ones have a direct person for you. And I didn't know if you went through Becky with us or how you do it.
Through you, Mr. Chair, to Councillor Contz. That's a great question. It's a little bit of both, but we do, yes, go through your economic development officer. And the great thing is we partner with the economic development office. So as Nancy was saying, on the weekly updates, we're part of the weekly updates to all the EDOs in the county. Plus we partner with the EDO on one-on-one meetings twice per year with the EDOs who often in the county have a tourism mandate. So that's actually a really good one, because the EDOs in the municipalities that don't, let's say, have a tourism person are very close to the tourism landscape and often bring things to us and new projects. And we actually just have a new one coming from Severn via the EDO. So we find out through there, but we also do it on the other end where we're looking for product as well. We're trying to be in those municipalities and calling them the partner product tours. You've seen reports for us. We call them PPTs, where we're in there. We're in, let's say, Coldwater. We're visiting businesses, the museums, you know, chatting face to face with the actual business operators. So we're doing it via our network through our existing partners, but also ourselves just actually physically getting out on the road and into the communities.
Sorry, that's great, because I believe that next year, I mean, it'll go through the winter, of course, but I believe people traveling are staying in Ontario or staying in Canada, and the Americans are coming up here, and I believe that we are going to see a good boom. I know it's been a little like the stores in the main street of Coldwater said this summer was one of their best summers. They had really good weekends. They did better than at Christmas. So I was really happy to hear that because I constantly go in and say, how was your weekend? How was things going? And a lot of people coming through. So I'm happy about that. And that's what I was trying to help promote. Actually, that's one reason why I came on this committee. It's important that we help them because it was really tight for them and it got okay and then it went down. Now it's maybe looks like it might be resurging again. But anyway, just want to thank you for that. And the other sad thing is, it may not be sad to you, but sad to me, is you have that seminar session on November the 3rd.
Oh,
Yeah, well, we got counsel.
oh,
Sorry.
Mr. Chair, I'm very
I really
sorry.
wanted to go to it. And that was all I went, "Brr." Anyway, it's nice to know. And if you ever need anything, you just, I'm sure anybody here would be willing to, talk with you, or if you want to come into our places, our villages and towns, that we could, help you out if there's anything we can. Thanks.
Thank you.
If I may follow up with that, Councillor Cox, like this does not, the work they do does not preclude us bringing people to them. Many times I've come, I'm sorry. Okay. The work they do with the EDO office and going in themselves, it doesn't cover every single corner, niche, right? So there are many times that I've approached them when I've encountered a new restaurant, where I've encountered a new vendor, where I've encountered a new product, and I try to make the connection myself. They've been nothing but receptive. They're willing. The team works incredibly hard at what they do, and I'm really impressed by the amount of hours you put in, considering everywhere you go. But it doesn't. They still are willing to be receptive if we find something to bring to their attention as well. There's restaurants. They did something recently with Innisfil where all the restaurants where you can come up by boat. Like anything that had a dock, they had 6 restaurants all the way down the coast of Innisfil. And there were other people that were asking about it or whatever. And if you bring something to their attention, like I said, they are receptive. So don't be afraid to, add more to their already full plate, for lack of a better term.
Oh, no, yeah, I totally agree with you on that. And I know Becky is in contact. She used to work for the county. Anyway, with that, and I'm constantly emailing her information to try to help out.
Perfect. Does anybody have anything else they wish to add? Other than praise, perhaps? All right, that being said, I need a mover and a seconder to receive the report. Councillor Cox, Councillor Hamlin, all those in favor? Carried, perfect. There are no other matters for consideration. There's no confidential matters, at least I'm aware of. So we're going to call for adjournment at 10:58. All those, I need a mover and a seconder, please. Councillor Hamlin, Warden Clark, all those in favor? Carried, thank you.